And he went over all the legitimate pricing models for XRP. And again, it came to between $5 and $4,300, depending on your timing and your use case. For me, it's supply, demand, and velocity. So give it time.
Yeah, I want to start off on the Genius Act. Of course, the Senate just passed this bill on the Genius Act, and I know it has lots of ramifications. How would you assess the bill and its impact?
I'm hoping that these two bills, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act.
I think this is a big win for the crypto community, and I think it's a big win for the president's agenda. So I think the way to see it is this is an upgrade to sort of 40-year-old banking payment rails using 21st century blockchain technology.
Vivo Power is really the first treasury company for XRP. You can think of it a bit like MicroStrategy, the Sailor's company, but for XRP instead of for Bitcoin.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I'll be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We got XRP currently right around $2.12. We got one from Uphold to pop things off glitches. We're bringing you USDC on the XRP ledger. Enjoy the flexibility of moving your USDC to your Uphold and external XRPL wallets. The XRP ledger designed to connect financial institutions, payment providers, and individuals, enabling fast, low-cost, cross-border crypto transactions. USDC via the XRP ledger is now live at Uphold. Link in the description. We got Riz XRP, the Genius Act with David Sachs using crypto XRP for everyday payments.
Yeah, I want to start off on the Genius Act. Of course, the Senate just passed this bill on the Genius Act, and I know it has lots of ramifications. How would you assess the bill and its impact?
Well, I think this is a huge milestone, Maria. I mean, this has been years since the Senate has passed bipartisan legislation like this. And what this bill does is provide a regulatory framework for the stablecoin industry so that digital dollars can be issued online. I think this will increase confidence in the stablecoin industry. It'll encourage the issuers to come onshore into the United States. Previously, the lack of clarity was driving the innovation offshore. And it's going to provide additional consumer protection because the stablecoin issuers have to be audited on a quarterly basis. Token holders can be confident that for every token that's issued, there's $1 reserved in a U.S. bank account. And as a result of that, we could see the float of stablecoins grow from hundreds of billions into possibly trillions, creating new demand for U.S. Treasury. So I think this is a big win for the crypto community, and I think it's a big win for the president's agenda.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first legislation really to have a framework around stable coins. We've spoken with the founders and CEOs of Circle as well as Tether. Explain stablecoin for us. Do you think that this will ultimately replace your traditional savings account? How are the uses that will play out? And what do you envision those usages should be?
So I think the way to see it is this is an upgrade to sort of 40-year-old banking payment rails using 21st century blockchain technology. I think that the use cases will be, first of all, it's already being used to support crypto exchanges. I think this will be a big antidote to the BRICS currency that's being talked about by the BRICS countries. So I think this is a new kind of payment system that's based on blockchain technology, and it's very exciting where this could go.
Really a new day in terms of the financial sector. What did you make of JP Morgan talking about and unveiling, on a temporary basis at least, a coin recently? I mean, are you expecting the banks to come out with their own coins? How will this work?
I think the banks will. There's been now a number of conversations about banks working together to create their own stablecoin. I think this is all for the good. We want more competition. We want more traditional financial services companies getting in on the act. And I think that what was lacking for them was the regulatory framework that they feel that they needed to be confident in the space. And now that they have that or are about to have that, I think they want to get into this business. And I think that's going to further help mainstream crypto adoption.
And even retail, you've got industry giants like Amazon and Walmart reportedly moving toward stable coin type payment systems, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is one of the core uses of blockchain technology is that it can facilitate faster settlement, lower fees, more transparency. It's a smoother, faster payment system. One of the big use cases that's emerged for blockchain infrastructure is simply to support the moving of the traditional US dollar into crypto wallets, and they can be used as a new kind of payment system. So this is very exciting. I think this is the kind of innovation we want to support. Before President Trump's election, all the innovation in the crypto community was moving offshore because Biden had declared war on crypto. President Trump declared that he wanted to make the United States the crypto capital of the planet. He wants to support innovation and growth. And I think that this stablecoin bill will be, I think, a major success for his agenda.
XRP, faster, cheaper, more efficient, built for utility, built to move, all the money, all the value. We got U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Paul Atkins joined Mornings Maria this morning to discuss the SEC's approach to digital assets, emphasizing innovation while focusing on capital formation and market structure improvements.
I'm hoping that these two bills, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, will make it through Congress and to the president's desk, and that he'll sign them. But in the meantime, we will go forth and help to bring clarity to these markets.
Watch your guru, Justin, Coinbase CEO, says the world needs crypto now more than ever. Debt is growing exponentially. Inflation is crippling entire nations. Economic freedom is declining. It's time to increase economic freedom globally with crypto. We got DAI, digital asset buy on X. We have a 22-page paper that's not public yet that our analysis did. He went over all the legitimate pricing models. XRP came between $5 and $4,300. Give it time, but it's happening.
Again, the questions we get from investors is, when's the price going to go up? That's what everybody wants. Yeah. Well, the only way that we can figure that out, and we have a 22-page paper that's not public yet. I got to figure out how to do that our analyst did. And he went over all the legitimate pricing models for XRP. And again, it came to between $5 and $4,300, depending on your timing and your use case. For me, it's supply, demand, and velocity. So if it takes 5 seconds to settle a transaction, how many XRP did that use? Can you really do it 12 times a minute? Can you really do that 24 hours a day? So how much XRP do you really need? Those are all basic questions that need to be answered for the velocity models. And that'll happen over time. We are literally still in a nascent industry. We're all sitting here. This is going to get bigger every single year. But the usage of XRP, the use case of the Ripple ledger is, I think, probably exploding from what you're talking about here. All of that is going to help. And then as arbitrageurs come in to get rid of those price differentials so that things can trade more easily, it's just going to take time, but it's going to happen. And things happen. Little things like taking advantage of money, that happens faster than you think. When people want to make money, that happens faster than you think. When you're trying to change an entire infrastructure and a way of doing business, which is what we're talking about here, ultimately, that happens slower than you think. So give it time, but it's happening.
The velocity effect, XRP, between $5 and $4,300. Give it time, but it's happening. We got Axelar network neutral interoperability. What is decentralized interoperability? Global commerce itself is a useful analogy. The economies it links enact varying degrees of control plus centralization, but international waters plus airspace remains neutral to such policies from Interop Labs, SEC Gov, Axelar. Subject views, it's a coordinated attack on XRP from all sides today. Something big is coming that'll want you with those generational wealth bags, trying to shake you out by any means necessary. XRP won't see $3 anytime soon. On-chain data paints a bearish picture. New XRP wallet creations is down nearly 80% since January, and daily active addresses plunged from 577K to 34K. XAIF crypto breaking flare founder Hugo Filion drops major fire, talks XRP staking, Firelight Tech and the future of DeFi, and Vivo Power Treasury strategy.
Vivo Power is really the first treasury company for XRP. You can think of it a bit like MicroStrategy, the Sailor's company, but for XRP instead of for Bitcoin. Firelight will offer XRP staking, i.e. the ability to stake XRP to get a yield. This is very interesting and hopefully valuable proposition for the XRP community to be able to remain long their XRP asset, but also get a yield on it at the same time. When you design protocols, you can't be certain. You think they're going to work, but before you've built them and before you see how they work in the real world, they are purely theoretical, right? The fundamental drawback of decentralization is that there's no one to talk to if something goes wrong. I'm not here to make money over the next couple of weeks or months or whatever. I'm here to build something that I stand behind and that I'm comfortable with. That said, I think the future is very bright for Flare.
We got DCENT wallets. Tap that drop still going on. Tap that drop with the MAP protocol share. 5.8 million MAPO prize pool. DCENT wallet from June 10th to June 24th. Complete quest on DCENT and attract to share the 5.8 million MAPO prize pool. Been a limited edition NFT booster MAPO airdrop and essential for the mega airdrop. Link in the description. Check out what DCENT wallets has going on. Get yourself the Bagman exclusive discount on the single pack. Also on the double pack, DCENT wallet biometric authentication, certified ELA 5 plus, NFTs, Bluetooth, iOS, Android, DApp browser, 3,000 plus coins. Your best wallet for XRP, XLM, XDC, Flare, Songbird, DCENT wallets. Not your keys, not your crypto. Sentiment Feed, Tron, Tether, Doge, Bitcoin, Nexo, and Polkadot leading all trending tokens. Friday, taking a look at the altcoin season index here. Currently, we're dipping down lower into Bitcoin season. Anything below a 25 is considered Bitcoin season. Anything above a 75 is considered altcoin season. Still waiting on alt season to return to its peak to around a 98. 99. And we got KC trades, XRP on the edge, on the verge of a breakout. The daily RSI trendline, which has been one of the clearest tools for tracking this apex, is now breaking down. This is a leading indicator, says a lot. Price has stalled, volatility dried up, and now the pressure is building towards a release. The release is likely to target a lower support first, a sharper sweep to a major support before we reverse. The levels I've been tracking for still stands $2, $1.90, and $1.55 until XRP breaks and holds above $3. These supports remain in play. Mustache, altcoins, don't forget we're currently in this cycle. After accumulation comes the expansion phase. Dark Defender on the 6 monthly frames, 10th November of 2024 projection on the left. XRP, the 6 monthly time frame, is ready for the grand breakout. Enjoy. 20th of June 2025 realization on the right. We're well ahead of anyone else on the XRP analysis. I'll share the 1 month overview in a couple minutes. And with that being said, Batman bag ladies, the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP. Rich list, top 10% holder, around 2,477 XRP. Taking a look at the historical wallet count here, currently right around 6.58 million XRP wallets. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? We'll catch you up here on the mothership. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander. BYOB. Bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. And don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on the likey button. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Welcome to the party, we don't play around here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed.